It's your ability to do it and not just think and not have all the emotion. Fuck the emotion. Like you say that, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them. Because the emotion is going to be there. But the funny thing about having the discipline to take action is that all that emotion that's stopping you now basically disappears within 10 to 15 seconds of you doing it. Like you could lay in bed for 2 hours in the morning and scroll on the phone. It's not making you money. You're watching other people live their lives. Your first decision of the day was to procrastinate. And I get it. Like there are going to be those mornings where you feel scared, where you have lots of problems, where you're hungover, where you don't want to face the day. I certainly have been there. And those feelings are real, and they can be heavy, and it can feel like a gravity blanket, but they are stopping you from feeling and acting to the full potential of your life. And I didn't learn this until I was in my 40s. Like, I wish I knew this when if you're in your 20s and you're watching this right now, you will 10x your income if you can learn how to make yourself do things that you don't feel like doing.
Now,
that's the secret to life.
But when did that alarm clock come on? And you said, I'm in my 40s, I'm ready to make this shit happen. How was that?
When did like the afterburners turn on?
Yeah, when it come on, the alarm clock of, it's time. I'm in my 40s something. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to count myself out. I'm ready to turn this shit up to another level.
Well, you have a level of motivation and the way that you talk that I did not have when I was 41. So I was $800,000 in debt.
Okay.
Liens on the house, bills this high. I was unemployed. My husband had gone into the restaurant business and it was not working. And we had secured it with everything that we owned. Friends had invested, family had invested, and I didn't know what to do. And so in life, you know, people change for one of two reasons, because you're in pain or because you get really clear.
But hold on, let me ask you a question. Yeah. Was the food good in the restaurant?
It was amazing.
It was?
Yes.
Well, what was the issue?
Well, the issue was pretty typical with restaurants, that out of the first kind of 5 locations of any restaurant, at least 2 or 3 are going to fail. That's just the numbers. And so the first one was good. It was a little pizza joint. And when the first one's good, you can kind of get full of yourself. Yeah, you're like, oh, okay, what's possibly going to go on? Let's go. Okay.
We're the next McDonald's.
Yeah, let's cash out the 401k. Let's cash out the money we put away for the kids. Let's get a home equity line, because that's free money. Let's find every credit card we can, and let's just charge up everything we can. Well, then all of a sudden, 2007 and 2008 hit, and there's a huge recession, and everything turned upside down. And here in Boston, there were 5 nor'easters over the weekend, these big storms that shut everything down, which mean all of a sudden the cash registers start ringing. Payroll checks start to bounce, collectors start to call, liens hit the house. The second location failed within like 8 weeks of it opening up. Like, it was horrific.
Nightmare.
And I don't think anybody wakes up in the morning, Wallo, and says, you know what I'm going to do today? I think today I'm going to fuck up my life. I think that's what I'm going to do. Like, I don't think anybody like intentionally does that.
No.
But slowly you make decisions. And you talk a lot about this. You start making decisions that aren't consistent with the person that you know that you are. You start going along with the dream versus living in the reality. You start believing your own bullshit instead of really calling yourself out on it. And so there were all kinds of decisions that we made that led us off track. And there was also a lot of shitty things that happened in life that just weren't fair. Bad timing, like like just all kinds of things. And so, you know, in life, every one of us is going to have a moment, you've had plenty of them, where you call this like looking in the mirror and really being honest with yourself. And I realized that nobody was going to come and fix us. That if I wanted the liens off the house, if I wanted to pay for groceries, if I wanted to put gas in the tank, if I wanted to fix this situation, I had to stop drinking myself into the ground and screaming at my husband. I had to look in the mirror and say, if you actually want it, prove it. And don't prove it by thinking about it. Don't prove it by making notes about it. Prove it by fucking doing something. And the one decision that I made was I have to get out of bed when the alarm rings, because I have to stop laying there and staring at the ceiling and telling myself that there's nothing I can do. Because there's always something you can do. It doesn't fix the situation you're in. It doesn't remove the pain that you feel immediately. But it is a turning point. Because when you do something that you keep talking yourself out of, and for me it was getting out of bed and getting the kids on the bus. Like literally, it was so bad. You want to know how you're failing at parenting? Your kids who are in elementary school wake you up because they've missed the bus.
Oh, man.
And you are asleep in the chair in the living room because you fell asleep because you had too much bourbon last night. That's how you know you're failing at life. And so for me, this sense of I have to pull myself together. I have to do it for my kids. I have to get them on the bus. I have to stop screaming at Chris. Nobody's coming. I got to be honest. I'm responsible for this mess too. And laying here is not helping, and I don't know if getting up when the alarm ring is going to fix this, but I got to do something different. Otherwise, I'm going to get more of the same. And the same is too painful. And that's how it started. And in terms of the get up and go, and I got to do this, I just wanted to pay my bills. I needed to buy groceries. I needed to do something. And so I just pushed through the fear. I picked up the phone. I hate calling people. I picked up the phone. I need a job. I start telling people what's going on. One decision at a time. All of the shit I'd been avoiding doing for a year, I just slowly started to align myself back with being the person I want to be. And I couldn't even imagine what the future could look like. All I could see is I'm just going to do like the things I don't feel like doing because avoiding them is making it worse. And that's how it started.